Good evening, friend. Welcome to my humble abode once again. Right. Um, so I'm not too sure why I'm recording this. I guess it could be because I'm proud of myself. Let me explain. So, I haven't really played this game in a while. Well, at least haven't played as much as I used to. In Dark Red Stars, which is kind of the main reason I play the game, it kind of got stale for me. In short, I kind of got tired of Leap. The Leap is nice, it's powerful, but it does kind of get old after a while. Um, yeah, I usually don't like using overpowered stuff in games because it can make the experience rather dull. You know, like any martial class in Wrath of the Righteous, for example. So I tried something a little different when I came back. And just full disclosure, I'm no real stranger to Darker Star 11. I just don't do it all the time. I'm kind of in a half retired stage, so I do shipments every other day, maybe every other 3 days or so, something like that. And I usually do normal red stars because I'm often too tired for dark red stars. So, in essence, don't expect this to be a series where I learn all the ins and outs of Dark Red Star 11, but, or, well, it could be a series, just not an everyday series, essentially. So, in essence, I tried something a little different than Leap, and it was doing okay. However, I did fumble a little bit, right? So, if you're not going Leap, another popular choice, or that's kind of up and coming, is Remote Bomb, because you get 3 ships, and those 3 ships can have a remote bomb, and you can knock out an entire planet level 11 with just each ship, excluding the Hydra, of course, because it's got too much health. But a lone Hydra is really easy to kill, so not that big a deal, right? So, um, but yeah, that's one option. But I don't have remote bomb. And I know there are other builds that people are trying out these days that are pretty fun, like a rocket launcher and, like having a barrage ship and all that. But I'm on mobile. Some things I don't really translate too well, despite my dexterous fingers. So I went back to the classic, the suspend, just trying it out, right? Again, I didn't really feel like using leap again and again. So here we are. And for the most part, suspend isn't that much slower than leap. I mean, leap is instant, but suspend can help you fight phoenixes and bombers. Leap doesn't really help you in that regard. I mean, it'll damage them, but it won't, like, pretty much kill a phoenix when you're low on shields without touching your hull, sort of thing. So the star itself is pretty decent. All the planet level 11s are separate, but only one is adjacent to the star. So I can intercept an EMP, 2 uh, destroyers with my brawlers. And, excuse me, yes, my brawlers pretty average these days. Got suspend, regen shield, mass bat. I love having the repair drone again. It's really nice being able to repair your ship, um, and take risks and all that. Nice to have that. So, a little off strategy here. I guess my time doing normal Red Star 11s kind of showing here. Normally, I would jump on the bombers first because they pose the most risk, especially up here. I didn't see there were 2 bombers up here. Had I seen that, I would have dealt with those 2 immediately. and not doing so kind of had some dire consequences. You'll see. So yeah, jumped on this bomber. I realized there was a phoenix there, but I was trying to be greedy and kill it. Since the phoenix is so slow, jumped my vengeance ship onto the storms since it can kill those without me doing anything. Rather passive. I took out this sector because I was planning to hit the hydro early, which is something I do in regular uh, Dark Red Star 11s. But it's been a while since I've done Dark Red Star 11, so uh, it kind of got delayed a lot. So you'll see. So I jumped up here because I remembered that I need to knock out those bombers and whatnot. I think I missed it down here. I just went down here to get out of the range of the Phoenix shield and teleported back onto the nearly dead bomber. And here I put up suspend because suspend, means that the Phoenix won't hit your hull usually because it hits for so much slower. Of course, there was a group of ghosts there too, which made things a little. I mean, it was safe, but kind of dampened my shield a bit. So, but not that big a deal. I teleported out to intercept the destroyers. Yes, the destroyers, just right quick. Now, looking at this, because this sector was way more dangerous, like, I would normally have my bomber or my vengeance ship take that out, but I didn't notice there were two bombers on that side. So I could have come over here and intercepted this destroyer. And normally I wouldn't do that because of the Phoenix shield being there, but if I had seen that the Phoenix was a bit delayed there, I probably would have done that. But oh well. EMP that. Not sure why I'm getting so much frame lag here. Huh. Anyway, so EMP that or those two. Decided and continue knocking out the bombers. Finish this up here because I'm going to need to load up my transports for the rest of our extender. I went down here. I'm not too sure why I went down there. Probably because I wanted to make it safe. I know the storms have much lower range than they did in the old Hades Star, but I guess I just wanted some extra safety there. Knock out that storm. So I was knocking out that bomber on this side so I could safely get vengeance off over here. Typical vengeance, got that out. And then this ship can clean up those two usually. I am upgrading my alpha shield for that reason, but yeah, not quite enough. I mean, I could stay there and kill them with the vengeance ship, but I'd rather not lose more hull than I already have. So that's fine. And yeah, I forgot what this ship was doing. I think I was just killing interceptors because after a while they do kind of pile up and make things difficult. But yeah, my rust from not doing Dark Red Stars really does start to show whenever I get the civilian ships in here. Let them civilize. Right. See, back when I was doing Dark Red Star level 10s, I would have two ships defending and have one ship just clear things out and swap the brawlers whenever their cooldowns went up or down. I didn't really do that this time. I kind of just went, just kind of did things as they happened, right? So here, I was trying to see how efficient the suspend would be for taking out a Red Star level 11 planet, like a Dark Red Star level 11 planet. And I know from previous experiences that they can, but there are two bombers in this sector, and that's the thing I didn't realize. I didn't see the second bomber down here. It's kind of hiding between the other capital ships. So I said, okay, I will just jump on this bomber, EMP it. likely won't kill it before it can move, but at least it'll be nearly dead. And then I saw these 2 rockets. And then I saw that bomber. And, yeah, you probably know how this goes, right? I kind of had a very late suspend activation, too. I probably should have done that a bit sooner than when I did. Yeah, that one was already about to fire. So, yeah, you don't need to be a fortune teller to see how this might end. I could have teleported out, but I said, okay, I've got repair drone. But I forgot. I have suspend, so they can't kill the repair drone in time. And I die before it. Kind of a sad story. So yeah, that was a bit off there. Again, it's been a long time. A long, long time. So yeah, that was a bit rough, but it wasn't that bad because um, my transporters weren't on level 11 planets yet, so I didn't have to worry about the interceptors as much. So all I had to do was just kill any ghosts that spawn, or attract any ghosts that spawn. So I went over here to try to clean up with the other suspend ship. Got suspend active this time. Went ahead and EMP'd, I believe, right when this bomber fired. No? Maybe not. Maybe I was trying to EMP the Phoenix instead. That's probably what it is. For the chain turret, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so that kind of worked out. Although I do think the ship had to abandon post because, yeah, I was getting a little low there. And I could have used my repair drone, but I can't use that while the Phoenix, or while the Hydra is alive, because it would kill me. Likely kill me before the Phoenix could kill the repair drone. I'm not sure. Also, yeah, I didn't see that there. I was going to save this vengeance to hit the second planet here. And that was the plan. That's usually how I tend to do things in Darkwood Star 11. If the star itself has a bad spawn, I will just use my vengeance ship for one planet and then use it for another planet after the cooldown's over. And that's the whole reason I have decoy drone on this vengeance ship, because of ghosts. Ghosts do a lot of damage to your hull, or the damage in general. And trying to keep my hull above 2,000 for vengeance can be tricky, so I use a decoy drone for the ghosts. I just didn't see that my hull was that low. So yeah, kind of wasted that vengeance there. Bit of a shame. And at this point, I was trying to find just a moment to rebuild my brawler. I mean, I know rebuilding ships is like instantaneous these days, but I'm trying to make sure everything is safe just in case. So it took me a second to do that. Defending being a long time. I messed up there. I left I hit the check mark on the bottom when I shouldn't have, but it's fine. So yeah, I'm just being sloppy. I was trying to kill that interceptor. Again, used to the regular Restar 11s, or just just the regular interceptors. If they walk across your ship, they will die before they exit your firing range. But not the dark interceptors. They have a bit more hull. So again, habit making things difficult, but that's fine. Got stealth for that reason. So I remade my leap ship just to help clean up, although I probably didn't need to make a leap brawler, because there's not really much left to do here. And I can just wait for my vengeance to come back if I needed to, but I think I did use leap for this other planet level 11. And I guess I will say that much about leap. It does, I mean, in terms of clearing planet level 11s, it's about on par with suspend, usually. If there are bombers present, well, 2 bombers present, leap might be a little bit better, because knocking out all the guardians immediately would definitely help with that situation. But I digress. So, yeah, I was just defending, getting my civilians put together. I was waiting for this sector to be open, and this is why I prefer to be in Dark Red Star level 10. Not only do you not have these super packed sectors, but interceptors and ghosts don't only spawn in planet sectors, they can spawn anywhere, which is a double edged sword, I am aware. And, well, yeah, you see that decoy drone taking the brunt of that damage. Having interceptors and ghosts spawn anywhere is a double edged sword, but it means things like this won't happen where I'm trying to pick up artifacts and they lock down a planet. Or two planets potentially, since right when they spawn, another will start. So, yeah, it's a bit rough. And I did grow accustomed to checking the entire map every like 30 seconds or so just to see where the next ghost or interceptor is spawning. So I decided to sleep on here. I could have waited for vengeance, but I didn't really want to. So I left onto here, knocked out all the guardians and whatnot, because guardians are really the main killers. Not too sure why I went down and EMP'd the Phoenix there. I could have just went towards the bomber, and these two ships would have followed, and then I could just EMP all three. Well, EMP the two of them. Hydras don't really care for EMP. I teleported away just before the rockets hit, and I was trying to just skirt around the Phoenix shield there. Still having issues here, and yep, as soon as those two spawn, another one spawns there. It's more annoying than anything, really. So yeah, I got a lucky shot on the planet there. I was not expecting it to aim at the planet, but so it goes. So yeah, at this point I said, okay, well, I probably should just leave, let my shields recharge a little bit and whatnot, and have this ship take care of that since it's got suspend. So I don't have to worry about that. That's one nice thing about suspend. If you just throw it up, nothing. You don't really have to worry about anything other than bomber rockets. So you can kind of just ignore that ship while it's up. You can focus on other things like ghosts spawning near your transports. Yeah, things like that. Of course. And isn't it funny how as soon as I get more transports to the other planets, the ghosts and interceptors start spawning on other planets? But when there was only civilians on this planet, they were only spawning over here. It's strange, is it not, Andreas? I wonder what that could be. But yeah, I didn't really show it. I had really poor coordination with my civilian ships. Real bad. Like it took me a long time to get these sorted out. So again, I got to relearn a lot of things because I was really prevalent in DRS 10 back when I was active in this game. And DRS 11 is a little easier than DRS 10. A lot less roadblocks, I guess you could say. In DRS 11 because the planet level 10 sectors are really packed and whatnot, and also they have storms too. So yeah, I guess in that sense, Leap is better in DRS 10 because it doesn't matter how packed a sector is; they just knock it all out. Suspend probably wouldn't be that bad either. I haven't really tried Suspend in DRS 10 at all. I might have to experiment with that, but I'm doing 11s simply because I just want to get all the technology just in case Andreas buffs it, like some of the level 11 stuff. You know how it is. So yeah, in essence, my first Dark Red Star 11 in a while. I've done them. I don't know. My last one was like maybe a couple of weeks ago, and it was a pretty easy map too. So, but I was just trying out Suspend, uh, and just trying to get back into doing Dark Red Stars in general. Got a lot to learn, but or I have a lot to relearn. But I digress. Maybe I will do these more often. Like maybe not every day, but maybe like every other day, maybe every 3 days or so, something like that. Who knows? I'm very very tired these days. But anyway, so yeah, pretty good time. I was, as a side note, I was going to try to use, if my phone can handle being recorded while playing this game, I was going to try and use the Omega rocket instead of suspend or leap. But I was running into a bit of an issue, something that I kind of forgot about rockets. You can't fire them on the asteroid you're on for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. And I would have to move as soon as I land. You know, you would teleport into a sector and try to fire a rocket to kill all the little ships. But doing that does pose a bit of a risk, especially if there are bombers nearby. So that idea might have to be put on the back burner for now. But I do like the idea of having Omega rockets as my explosive option. But to be fair, I am interested in Suspend as well. The main reason I didn't like Suspend before is because of its overly long cooldown being at 5 minutes, which is a long time. But since I have a high risk star extender, and I do plan to get level 14, possibly 15 in this extender, cooldowns aren't really going to be much of an issue. I mean, they kind of aren't now, but they'll be even less so of an issue. But anyway, so that is all from me. I shall see you around, ta-ta for now.